දසනකාන්තී චූර්ණය සහිත ලීවර් ආයිෂ් දන්තාලේපය දත්වල ඇති ප්‍රශ්න 10ක් වලකයි.
In the Vatican City, His Holiness Pope Francis presided over midnight Christmas Mass at St. Peter's Basilica and reflected on the closeness, poverty and concreteness of the manger in which Mary laid the Christ child.
What does the Lord tell us? Through the manger, three things at least: closeness, poverty, and consecrateness. Closeness. The manger serves as a feeding trough to enable food to be consumed more quickly. In this way, it can symbolize one aspect of our humanity, our greed for consumption. While animals feed in their stalls, men and women in our world, in their hunger for wealth and power, consume even their neighbors, their brothers and sisters. How many wars have we seen? And in how many places even today are human dignity and freedom treated with contempt? As always, the principal victims of this human greed are the weak and the vulnerable.
Meanwhile, Ukrainians, however, welcomed Christmas in a backdrop of an ongoing war. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky has urged his people to persevere in the face of Russian attacks and added that freedom comes at a high price, however slavery has an even higher price. Russia's missile and drone attacks have left millions of Ukrainians without power, heating and running water. Meanwhile, King Charles III attended a Christmas Day church service at Sandringham for the first time as monarch. The King and Camilla, the Queen Consort, are joined by Prince and Princess of Wales, their children and other senior royals at the Norfolk estate. It is the first time members of the royal family have spent Christmas at Sandringham House since 2019. Further, this is the first Christmas Day church service attended by the royal family following the demise of Queen Elizabeth II. In the meantime, over 1 million Americans and Canadians are celebrating Christmas without power as a massive winter storm continues to pummel North America. It is reported that over 250 million are affected and at least 19 deaths have been linked to the storm that extends more than 2,000 miles from Quebec to Texas. Thousands of flights have been cancelled during the festive season. The western US state of Montana is the worst hit by the cold, with temperatures dropping to minus 45 degrees Celsius. Meanwhile, Bethlehem, the birthplace of Christ, welcomed thousands of pilgrims and tourists for Christmas, a windfall that dried up during the past 2 years due to the pandemic and travel restrictions. The Latin Patriarch of Jerusalem greeted worshippers upon his arrival to the town in advance of leading the annual Christmas Eve procession at the Church of the Nativity. In the meantime, festive spirit was observed in several countries of the world with decorated streets.
Outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful.